Good afternoon, dear viewers. Today we are going to talk about a topic that is absolutely amazing and fascinating: frog farming, their amazing facts and even dishes from this interesting creature. Frogs play a huge role in our ecosystem and even have their place in culture. Let's dive into this fascinating world together, and I'll show you the amazing things you can learn about frogs and how they are related to us. Get ready for an exciting journey, so let's get started. Now let's delve into the life cycle of frogs, an amazing and unique process that begins when a frog is still just an egg and ends as an adult. This section of nature's journey is full of amazing events and phenomena. Prepare to be immersed in a world of frog metamorphosis and evolution. Encapsulated in eggs, frog embryos undergo an amazing journey. First, they develop into gels and then into tiny, spittle-flecked larvae that float in the water. But the most amazing part of the life cycle is metamorphosis. This is the process during which the larvae undergo dramatic changes and develop into full-fledged frogs. The process of metamorphosis is not only a physical change, but also a transition from one ecological niche to another. For example, many frogs begin their lives in water as larvae, but then evolve into amphibians capable of living on land. This means they must develop new adaptations for their dryland environment: new lungs, skin that can retain moisture, etc. Metamorphosis is not only a physiological process, but also a symbolic one. It reminds us of the constant changeability of life and its ability to overcome obstacles. It is important to realize that metamorphosis can be seen in other aspects of life as well. It is much more than just physical change. So friends, now you know about the life cycle of frogs and why the process of metamorphosis is so important. This amazing journey from egg to adult is full of mystery and wonder, and it raises profound philosophical questions for us about the nature of change and adaptation. As we continue our dive into the world of frogs, today we will talk about the breeding process of these amazing creatures. Breeding frogs is not only an important stage in their life cycle, but also an amazing spectacle of nature that represents a true act of adaptation and survival. The first stage of breeding is the selection of mates. Frogs usually choose their mate during the special sound songs they make during the rut. These songs help males and females find each other in a large crowd and choose a suitable breeding partner. Next comes the stage of acts of copulation. Depending on the frog species, this can look different. For example, in some species of frogs, external fertilization occurs when the female lays eggs in the water and the male fertilizes them with his sperm. In other cases, the male fertilizes the eggs inside the female's body, and she then lays the already fertilized eggs. This is followed by the egg-laying stage. Frog eggs can be of different sizes and shapes, depending on the species. They can be laid in water, on plants, in the ground, or even in specially dug holes. Different species of frogs have their own unique breeding strategies. For example, in some species, eggs develop into a yellow larval state and remain on the ground until conditions are right for a body of water to form. In other species, larvae may develop inside the eggs and hatch as small frogs. Thus, frog breeding is an amazing process that is adapted to a variety of conditions and habitats. Each frog species has its own unique breeding strategies, which makes the process even more interesting and varied. As we continue our journey into the world of frogs, I now want to share with you a few fascinating facts about the biology and behavior of these amazing creatures. Skin as defense and tool. The skin of frogs has unique features. It acts as a defense, as it contains poisonous substances that can deter predators. In addition, frog skin is able to absorb moisture, helping them stay hydrated. Some species are also able to change their skin color for camouflage. Flying frogs. Yes, they do exist. Some species of frogs have wide webbed feet that allow them to soar short distances. This is an impressive sight, allowing them to climb from tree to tree. Chameleon ability. Some frogs have the ability to change the color of their skin, adjusting to their environment. This helps them camouflage themselves and avoid predators. Metamorphosis. Frogs go through the amazing process of metamorphosis, where they change from tadpoles to a larval state and finally to an adult. This process involves a change in appearance adapted to different habitats. Sound communication. Frogs are known for the variety of sounds they make while mating and defending their territory. These sounds help them find mates, warn of possible dangers, and establish their hierarchical relationships. And that's just a small part of the amazing facts about frogs. They have an incredible variety of species, each with their own unique traits and adaptations to their environment. Time to talk about the amazing dishes that complement frogs. French frog legs, cuisses de grenouille. Probably one of the most famous frog dishes. It is considered a delicacy in France. Frog legs are fried in oil with garlic and herbs until golden crust. The dish is famous for its tender meat and exquisite flavor. Chinese-style frog gills. In Asian cuisine, frog gills are a popular ingredient. They can be prepared in a variety of ways. Fried, braised in sauce, stir-fried with flavorful spices. This dish is often considered an aphrodisiac and is used in traditional medicine. Frog soup. Frog soups are prepared in various countries around the world. They can be the basis for broths or cream soups. The addition of aromatic spices and vegetables gives soups a rich taste. Grilled frog legs. This is a popular dish in many cultures. Frog legs can be grilled with a variety of seasonings, giving them a distinctive aroma and flavor. Frog cutlets or meatballs. Such dishes are prepared by grinding frog meat and mixing it with various ingredients. They can be fried, baked, or roasted. Frog leg salad. Some cuisines use frog legs as a component of salads. Juicy vegetables and fresh herbs with lightly fried legs create a delicious and original dish. As you can see, frogs can be the basis for a variety of dishes that have interesting aromas and flavors. Their meat is often appreciated for its tenderness and ability to take in the flavors of spices and sauces. It's time to talk about how to properly care for frogs at home to provide them with optimal living conditions. Terrarium and conditions. It is important to create a suitable habitat for your frogs. The terrarium should be large enough and equipped with a special heater to maintain an optimal temperature. Also, don't forget to provide good ventilation. Humidity. Many frog species need high humidity, so spraying the terrarium with water regularly will help them maintain healthy skin and respiration. Bedding. Choose bedding that is comfortable for the frogs and makes it easy to clean. For example, moss, coconut fibers, or special reptile bedding. Nutrition. Frogs can be carnivores, omnivores, or herbivores. Depending on the species, provide them with the appropriate food. Be sure to supplement the diet with vitamins and minerals. Water. Purified and fresh water should always be available in the terrarium. For some species of frogs, it is important to have a place to bathe. Cleaning. Regularly clean the terrarium of food scraps and feces. This will help keep your pets clean and healthy. Medical care. Keep a close eye on your frog's health. Consult a veterinarian who specializes in reptiles if necessary. Stress level. Try to minimize stress in your pets. Do not disturb them excessively and provide resting shelters. It is important to realize that each species of frog may have its own specific care needs, so research species-specific information before getting a pet. We will also talk about the important role frogs play in our planet's ecosystem and what steps are being taken to conserve some of them. Ecological role. Frogs are important elements of biological balance in natural ecosystems. They are active predators of insects such as mosquitoes and midges, helping to control their numbers. Because of this, frogs help prevent the spread of diseases harmful to plants and animals. Food chain. Frogs occupy an important place in the food chain. They serve as a food source for higher-order predators such as birds, snakes, and other prey animals. Thus, they contribute to biodiversity and maintain balance in natural communities. Species conservation. Some species of frogs are threatened and protected. It is important to conserve biodiversity, including the diversity of frog species, to keep ecosystems healthy. Conservation measures. Conservation measures are being implemented in different regions of the world to protect and preserve frogs. This includes the establishment of protected areas, pest control, population monitoring, and educational programs. Conservation features. Special attention is paid to the protection of vulnerable frog species as they can become victims of anthropogenic impacts, such as the destruction of natural habitats, pollution of water bodies, and climatic changes. It is important to realize that frog conservation is of global importance to preserve natural harmony. Each of us can do our part in preserving the natural wealth of our planet. And so we come to the final part of our fascinating video about frogs. We have looked at their amazing life cycle, various breeding methods, interesting facts about the world of frogs, as well as some delicious dishes made from this amazing critter. Frogs play a huge role in the ecosystem and culture, and we hope our video helped you learn more about them. We invite you to share your impressions and opinions about our video in the comments below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on future fascinating videos about wildlife. Thank you very much for your attention, and see you on our channel.